Okay, I'm gonna hopefully not make this boring, but I have a really exciting idea for a subscription model um, that would provide things instantly that I know people would want who aren't even interested in ChatGPT and the kind of other learning experiences I was talking about yesterday. Um, I get so many people who email me and say, or comment, I watch your videos 5 and 6 times because there's so much in them, and that's a good thing. But I wish I had all those scriptures and knew all that stuff, and okay, well, what if I've been working on this all day? I'm very tired. This is this is a script I was working on, but I'm going to show you not the script, but manually what is happening here, real quick. This is yesterday's message, right? Well, you don't know that, but this is the message I gave about the apostle and high priest and sonship and Abba Father and all that stuff. Now watch what I can do. Please provide a thorough outline summary of the text, providing scripture verse references in I hate this keyword. Parentheses next to each point. Point. Okay. So it analyzes. Oops, that's not the kind of outline I wanted. Well, the thing is you have to prompt right, and that's what I spent the whole day figuring out how to do to get the result I want. But okay, this is an outline. Let's say it's got, the atmosphere of sonship is made possible by the apostle and the high priest of Abba Father. Atmosphere of sonship is different from the fear-based culture of privacy prevalent in society. Hebrews 4:13. Understanding the atmosphere of sonship is key to spiritual growth and renewal. Hebrews 5:12 through 14. So it's all the scriptures and basically all the points. I forgot to tell it to do subpoints. That's why I didn't break it out as an outline. Now, please extract 5 keywords from the text for further study and put under a heading for further study. Okay, sonship, high priesthood, profession of the gospel, liberty and boldness before God, atmosphere of sonship. And I'll show you what we can do with those in a minute. Please provide 6 questions for further meditation on the material. You have to say on the material, or else it'll be like, what size is the universe? What do you like to eat? Material. Okay, what does it mean to be in the atmosphere of sonship? Why is understanding the high priesthood of Christ important for experiencing the atmosphere of sonship? Okay, so it's laser sharp focused on what is the point. It understands what I said, and it's generating good content. Now, the purpose of the script is that I want to automate this. So the script sends the transcript automatically into GPT, and it returns a file, text file, with all this in it, and then the next step of the script would be to post it to my WordPress site, and the next step beyond that would be to send you an email if you're subscribed that says, here's your link to today's video. It has the video embedded, and it also has all this content, so that while you're watching the video, you've already got the outline and you've got the scriptures. And I can get this pretty much done to the point where the video goes up and isn't going live until this is up. This happens faster than you think. So, okay, this is what it looks like on WordPress, theoretically. This is my back-end editor, but see, you'd be looking at this and the video would be playing right here. And I can do timestamps automatically too, so that if you had to get up and go away from the computer or had to go out with your family, you come back and you knew that the first point of the outline, intimacy with our relationship with God, was minutes 1 through 4. And this was minutes 6 through 11 or whatever. So you could bounce right back in. And this is a better looking outline because I have a better prompt in the script. This is topics for search and study. Now, this is what's really cool. All this is cool. I think it's very valuable. But these topics for search and further study will eventually be buttons. And you will click them, and they will search all of my transcripts of every video I've ever done. It will not be a regular search. It'll be a GPT search engine searching. The GPT chat, with its skills, will aggregate all of the content that I've produced about sonship from every transcript and return a result. And it happens real fast because it's all stored in this vector database where it's all these mathematical strings where it can pull it up immediately. And it will present it to you as a article, maybe 3 paragraphs or 4 paragraphs, another outline with scriptures, or an article, I haven't figured out which, and it could email it to you. So you can know everything I say about this topic. And so the plan is then going forward, all of my YouTube videos that I do, the new ones, would have this on the site, accessible to only to subscribers. And I have to do that because I have to pay for it. It costs money to generate the content. You're using this supercomputer in the back end, and it charges you as you go. And I'm actually at a point where I can't do much more because I'm out of money. So I have to charge for it. It's not going to be free. And there will unfortunately be a limit to how much you can do, how many searches you can do in a day or something like that, how long the search is going to be, how many keywords, because it gets expensive if I have 100 people doing that. Some people have implemented something like this in other fields and have quickly ended up with a $1,000 bill they weren't expecting, So I've got to set it up right in the beginning with all the rules around it. And it's not like I'll have a list of rules for you. It'll only do so much, and it'll say, okay, you've reached your quota. And there may have to be like tiers, I don't know. But the idea is that going forward, all my videos go up like this, and then I'm going to hopefully be able to go back with scripts through all my YouTube playlists and do this for every video. And what that does is over time, it builds a huge knowledge base. So that any topic I teach, and I've already got it broken out into lists. Christ is our righteousness, Christ is our sanctification, Christ is our reward, the new covenant, dispensationalism, Bible study tools, and then there's all these tags that are related to the things I teach against, for example, against Galatian error, or there's things that are negative and there's things that are positive, against new covenant teaching, against law, works righteousness, but for justification, so it's going to be very well organized, so that the search result, when you click sonship, will give you a really good outline. And you may be able, if you had the chat, see, if you're just interested in the basic search, that's fine. But if you had the chat model, you could say, what does David teach about justification by faith, and what is it contrasted with? What teaching does he contrast it with? And it'll show you all the erroneous things that are taught and that I've taught about that are contrary to, that overthrow the doctrine of justification by faith. And it'll write you an article or an outline and send you an email with your result. Now, it's really awesome. Now, the other thing you can do is control the tone. So let's say you don't like the way David Benjamin presents written information. Well, there's going to be, hopefully, eventually, look at all these tones. You can write you can have it write informatively, academically, analytically, anecdotally, argumentatively, articulately, biographical. No, that's not going to happen. Concise. A lot of people like that because I'm really long-winded. Creative, critical, descriptive. It goes on and on. See, it's a language model, and that's why people are having such weird experiences with GPT, because they don't understand. It's got all these styles it can communicate with, and it's supposed to pick up on your style and match you. So if you go in there all argumentative and critical, then it's going to respond all argumentative critical because that's what it thinks you want. So, and I've had that experience where I'm in a bad mood today, and I'm in there talking to GPT and trying to get it to write an article about something, I don't know, an outline about something, justification by faith, and all of a sudden it's telling me faith without works is dead. I'm like, why are you telling me this? Yesterday you were fine. Now you don't even know that justification is by faith alone through, Christ. What is the deal? Well, it's picking up on my tone and it thinks I want an argument. So I'm arguing in the mirror. Anyway, the more it has in its knowledge base from all my articles, the more educated it is on our point of view. So as it grows, it learns. And so its content will be refined over time and more speak in tune with this position, which is really cool. Now, the other thing I'll say, and then I have to get going, is if you were to have another field that had a niche knowledge base like this, where you could explore all the topics in that extremely niche knowledge base that only a few people know about, it would cost you $300 to $500 a month, probably. When you go to these places where you're getting scientific papers and stuff and you want an extract on this or whatever, they charge you per paper. What I'm thinking is like somewhere $7, $10 a month. I'm not sure what. I have to see how this is all going to work out. I do have to charge because there is a cost, and I can't keep paying for it all. And I have to make a decision. Either I need to stop pursuing this stuff altogether, or I need to really pursue it, because I'm at a point now where I can't do anything further. I've explored all the things I can do on my budget. I've got ideas, but what I'm talking about is not free. So my goal now is to finish my book. I'm actually finished. Publish my book, Four Mountains, Two Views, which I think will be really cool. And then I'm going to start looking into how do I create the membership page and what kind of interest is there and what kind of price does it need to be. And I think that you'll agree that this is extremely valuable. And yes, this is a niche knowledge base because you won't find anything else like this. Number one, you won't find a database like this. The Christians just aren't really doing it. Some of them are, but they're heretical. And what's interesting about heresy is GPT will go along with you in your lies, but the content it generates will be meager because it doesn't have enough data to draw from. For example, if you told it to write an article about repentance of sin, how long do you think that article would be, and how many scriptures do you think would be in it? It can't supply you with what's not there. If you want it to give you content that you can actually verify as factual, then it's got to speak according to the truth. Otherwise, what it can generate that you could verify would be very slim indeed. So the heretics aren't going to have, even if a Calvinist decided, that's it, I'm going to do, some Lord Shipper said, I'm going to do one of these sites and get one going to GPT. Get that heretic David Benjamin. I'll show him who's smarter. Good luck, because I told it to support my outline my points, and support it with scriptures. And I didn't say all these scriptures in my message. It went and found them in the Bible to confirm what I'm saying. And not only that, but I said present a coherent outline. If my teaching was incoherent, it wouldn't be able to do that. Whatever content goes in is the way it's going to come out. And if it's writing super high quality content, it's because you've given it something that's high quality. And I'm telling you, these outlines that it's going to generate, you're not going to find it anywhere else. With this loaded with grace, truth. And I'm not trying to be like dogmatically boastful or whatever, but it is something the Lord's doing, and I recognize the uniqueness and I recognize the value, and I've known that for a while. So this is very unique, and it's not $500 a month. I think it'd be worth subscribing to. You subscribe to so many things. This would actually to have this in your hand while you're going through the teaching will totally change how much content you can take in and how much you can learn from the teachings, because it's right there in front of you and you can confirm it, and there's some scriptures to look at, and not only that, but here's 6 topics it pulled from the text that you can do further studies on, to get a full panoramic view. So to me, it's really exciting. And I would do this anyway if I could, for free, because this is what I love to do. But like I said, I got to make a decision. Either I'm not going to do it at all, and I need to stop and go back to just teaching when I can, and work on my wedding website and really focus on getting that up and going, or I need to really throw myself into this. What do you think sounds better? To me, this is really exciting stuff. All right. The other thing I was going to say is, if you go to my website, ChristiansNeedTheGospel.com, if you're interested in this, do 2 things. Comment, because if no one comments, then it's kind of demotivating when you're presenting something like this. But go to my website, and then there's this sign-up form. Remember when Jesus multiplied bread? That's what this is. This is the multiplication of the word. Put your email in here. I won't spam you. I just need to have a list to know who's interested, so that I know how to scale a subscription model. Because if only 5 people are interested, then that's going to be pretty expensive, and I won't do it, But I'll be doing the math to go, okay, well, how much is this going to cost me, and how much, how does it work? That's basically it. Does it work? All right, well, that's all I have to say. Have a good evening. Talk to you later.